really know how you would defend that once they get that far. So, anyway, spawning here on the bottom right-hand corner, it will be Millennium's DieStar.
Yep. And then over on the top left, we have our teal Protoss. It is Arthur.
All right, so I'm thinking cross positions TVZ. Now, this actually may help DieStar unknowingly. And the only reason why I say that is because if he does decide to take a third base that is happen to be closer to him, that actually kind of might help him if either player doesn't really know how to exploit, those faraway bases. Because again, like the general reason why you get that faraway third is so you can get a natural and then in the main base. But if neither player really cares about that, if he takes a third base that's closer to him, I mean that's going to make it harder for Protoss, to pressure because he's going to be further away anyway. Versus if he took a natural, it would be closer for Protoss to engage. That was a mouthful, but yeah. Hopefully it's a point. Hopefully.
So, we never really talked about our predictions for the finals. Who do you think is going to win the best of fives?
I'm going to go with Arthur. I think I'm going to go with Arthur. Storm's good. Storm's really, really good against Zerg. But, I mean, to be honest, Zerg on this map can be kind of ridiculous. So much like Electric Circuit as well, which I feel like I'm making these references and no one can know. But this map is so open. Like, unless Arthur can put himself in a position like he did last game where he was like up in the natural of DieStar, where really, DieStar doesn't have his hatcheries, they're all, all over the map and he can't reinforce quickly. Unless that happens again, as long as DieStar can make sure that he pushes him out of that natural, he should be fine.
Yep. Right now, Arthur just going to be going Forge Fast, Expand, and DieStar went Hatch before Pool.
Yeah, that's standard.
Okay, that seemed like it wouldn't be for some reason.
If you go Hatch before Pool, Pool for Hatch, right? You can, you could try to, continue to pressure out Arthur. Like, you could try to get a couple lings in there. But, you also have to be super good at, like, keeping your lings alive and harassing and shit. Like, you have to be, like, good with your ling micro to make it really worthwhile. Because generally, even if you went... the only thing that was, like, really designed to kill would be, like, a 9 pool with speed, but that's so all-in that we would have already seen it already. But if you're going to go in for, like, a macro game, But what that also does allows you to contain, and also if you're really, really good, that also allows you to stop the scouting pro from getting out, leaving Protoss in the dark, which is a really annoying thing to have happen to you, because you just don't know what's coming. You don't know if it's going to be like a 2-hatch Hydra coming after you, 1-base Lurkers. You just don't know. You don't know if drops are going to be an issue. You just don't know. Now, interestingly enough, DieStar's going to be taking this mineral only, and I just don't... It's going to give him a different kind of unit composition for this game, which I'm not really sure if he wants. He's not going to have as many Lurkers as he had last game, which it looked like he obviously what he opted to go for. And to me, and again, I'm an E-rank player, so, I'm not... Take what I say with a grain of salt, like I always say. But if I were to take this gas only, that would generally tell me, like, I'm going to go, like, ling drops. Like, that's just how I would read into it, because, I'm going to have so many minerals to use up. It might just be better to do that. But on the other flip side, if it is going to be a standard 5-hatch Hydra build, you only need 2 gas anyway, so it may not even be that big of an issue. But we'll see.
And Arthur going to be getting a Stargate. Probably going to be seeing some Corsairs coming out of him. And this is that's what you do. PvZ.
Yeah, this actually looks fairly standard. I don't know. Arthur may not realize that hiding this Citadel down here is actually important, because getting the Citadel is standard with the Stargate. I mean, this is going to be the Bisu build. It's going to be standard. You know, it's the standard Forge FE. Going to be getting up the Corsair. Actually, Bisu is with DTs, so he actually may be going Bisu style anyway. We don't know yet. There is Corsair DT, and then there's also Reaver Corsair, and then there's Corsair. It's just standard gateway units with a couple Corsair harassing. So, yeah, I mean, this is actually like a lot more standard, other than maybe grabbing this mineral only. But anyway, and this he's gonna lose his Goon if DieStar doesn't. Does DieStar have no units right now?
He only has the one Zergling that's right there, so he's getting 6 Hydras right now, though. And
yeah,
that actually,
okay, so
sorry.
No, you saying something?
I was gonna say that because of the fact that there are Corsairs out, since DieStar does have the Hydras, it's gonna be good for him. It'll be easier to at least take these out. He doesn't need to have as many spore colonies as he would if he didn't go Hydras.
Yeah, that's generally why you go Hydras. So because it serves as, you know, they're good against pretty much everything except for Storm, of course. But once the Corsair, you know, Corsairs have a ton of HP, but if you have enough Hydras, they die pretty quickly. And there goes down the store. There goes down the Templar Archive. So I'm gonna say, oh, this is a mistake. I feel like DieStar is actually gonna push out and just let his Corsair take it. That's unfortunate. So he's gonna try to pressure here. Storm's not gonna be ready. Keep it.
Arthur actually doesn't have a lot, surprisingly. He only has 3 Zealots, a Goon, and then the 2 Corsairs for the moment.
He's cans up right now. Throwing in that Robo was a mistake, right? There's no need for that.
I don't know if
he has range stun. He can hit up the. He should be able to hit those forges and stuff, and that's what he's gonna do right now.
Oh, the Zealots are actually left on to following the Goons. So the Goon's trying to move up, but he can't. And it looks like the Hydra's going to be getting this forge here. Will +1 finish in time? No, it will not. It's going to leave a hole there. And Arthur, he needs to react soon. Storm is just starting up. And his Corsairs are going to try doing damage, but with his 4 colony up, it's probably not going to work very well.
And Arthur's not paying attention to those. He's going to lose the 2 Corsair. Arthur's busy... Arthur's busy trying to deal with the push right here, but nice micro coming from DieStar right now. Moving 2 at a time right here. Really, really nice. And, yeah, nice damage being done right here. But Arthur... 2 of his High Templar... Are you seeing this right now? 2 of his High Templar are stuck.
That's not good.
He's going to kill off the Citadel.
He is getting a shuttle right now anyways, though. Why would he need to kill off the Oh, right. Never mind. I was thinking that, he'd have enough time, but DieStar actually just going to be continuing with his push. He has so many Hydralisks with this, and the Hydralisks can very easily deal with cannons, if you didn't know.
Yeah. I mean, cannons aren't like the best thing against them, but if you can get up like 10 of them, then you can defend this push. You just need enough money to do so.
And the Templar don't even have enough energy for Storm anyways. He could have waited out. The Hydralisks are going to keep pushing forward. Storm does go down.
Yeah, Arthur's in a bit of trouble right here. He's bringing in Lings right now. They're not Speedlings right now. LaLuSh is about to finish back at home. And look at that. Beautifully done right here. Speedlings coming in here.
Yep. And there's more and more Hydralisks, more Zerglings constantly being streamed across the map by DieStar. They're coming so quickly. Pneumatized Carapace is going to be coming behind this push. Oh, a bad storm coming out from Arthur there, as it went right behind all the Hydralisks. These Zerglings and Hydralisks doing so much damage. And Archon is trying to get warped in. Forge going to try going back down.
Yeah, I think Arthur needs to push back here.
Yeah.
He can't do anything for the time being. He also has a crap ton. He's throwing down hatcheries now. He threw down an extra hatchery.
Actually, DieStar had inefficient trades with that because on the units lost tab, DieStar
don't read
has...
too much into the units last tab. It's
Why?
never cost effective. Because High Templar is 50, 150 gas. A Storm can kill off 8 Hydralisks at a time. Generally, the Brood War doesn't necessarily go by super cost-effective trades, generally.
Alright, well one of my tabs are useless now. Hope that makes you happy. Alright, and DieStar gonna keep on continuing this push, and the Archon is out. Nice Storm's now coming out from Arthur, and it looks like this is all going to get cleaned up. But of course, there are still more Hydralisks getting streamed across, and Arthur is out of Storms for right now.
Yeah, the Archon's going to get pushed back right here. So, here we go. We have a third base being established right here, and Arthur, fourth base rather. Arthur does spot that with his shuttle right now. But, I mean, he's still continuing going here. DieStar really wants to end this. But... this might be a mistake.
And oh no, with not enough energy on the Templar at the moment, no, DieStar
You have
might...
the Templar like still at like under that gateway right now that has 200 energy, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, I guess if DieStar comes close enough, like up that ramp, then it can be used, at least.
Yeah.
Oh, these Templar, are they going to get sacrificed here? One very close to dying. Nice Storms, though.
Yeah, these are... It's kind of amazing how quick these Hydras look on this game. Like, they don't like seem this quick in the Brood War. But it seems like storm dodging actually isn't that... it's way more smooth in this game than it is in StarCraft 1. And now he's just going to get an observatory right here. He's going to go back. I would drone, but at the same time, like, I don't know if he can drone. Like, he's done damage. It's just the question just becomes like, how much damage has he done, and if he can drone. But he's thinking more Hydras. It looks like no, he just did 100 drones. Never mind. So. Awesome sauce. And it looks like we're going to have a storm drop coming in right here with the speed shuttle coming with not the speed shuttle on the left side. And Arthur's going for the push right here. Hopefully this isn't going to be game killing. There's a lot of High Templar in here. A lot of High Templar.
Yep.
But again, this map is super open. If he retreats back into his natural, that's not going to help him at all.
Yeah.
And look at this arc right here. Beautiful.
Yeah. DieStar doing a good job at keeping this big concave here. He's gonna need to actually keep it there. Right now, Arthur gonna be dropping 2 High Templar right into the natural base. As the creep colonies go up. 5 workers killed in total by Arthur, though, so far. Oh, no, nope, never mind. Now 9.
All right, here comes Arthur coming in here with his goon, Zealot Templar army. The storms are so good, obliterating everything in his path, but the lings are still coming in here. The swarm is coming in here. And this might just be too much for Arthur to handle right now. Goons are not really the best thing against lings, and it looks like he might be out of storm right now to stop these. And he's going to lose all of his High Templar on the retreat. That is not good. But his High Templar appear to still be kind of flying over the main bases.
Yep, and
the shuttle's still there, I mean.
DieStar moving his lurkers all the way up to the wall there. Now going to be being used. And DieStar, I think he might have done it. These goons, I don't know if they'll be able to deal with all this. And with all the storms gone now.
Jesus Christ, that's so many lings coming in right now. That's so many lings. You're going to try to have a storm drop on the 4th, I think. He's trying to find a spot that he can do it on. It looks like he's going to go on the mineral only right here, but lings are trying to be in position, possibly. Oh, they were trying to get in range to storm, but they couldn't because the lings got a complete surround. Well done. Nice defense. Intentional or not.
And that lurker that was at the wall going to be dying, but now about 6 more going to be replacing it. And with all these Zerglings now going to be moving up with this support, with this lurker support. Now one lurker actually just going to be a badass, but it doesn't realize it can't attack while on the surface.
Oh, and he sniped off the obs right there. That's super important. Now he can only just guess where the lurkers are, and he can't push out.
Yep. And holy crap, that gateway is so close to dying right now. Now, and Storm going to be going down on so many of the lurkers.
The ob's going to get sniped off again as well.
Yeah. And Arthur's just stuck in his
Oh,
base.
look at this. I didn't even know you could do this.
Oh, God. DieStar is just playing this out so well right now.
Yeah. So really now Arthur has 2 mining bases, 1.5 kind of, and it looks like the 5th has been just thrown down for DieStar. Now DieStar still off of layer tech, has thrown down the Queen's Nest, but hasn't opted to get Hive Tech yet. And really, this would be so much easier if he actually just got Swarm and just engaged.
Yeah. And right now, looks like a shuttle with 2 Zealots going to be hanging down the left side, while DieStar going to be pushing in little by little. Going to wait for the lurkers to finish up, and that's probably a good choice.
And what he's doing right here is he's just buying more and more time every time he's sniping off each of these obs, because really Arthur's not being too careful with them, with the placement of his observers. But here comes another drop, it appears. Only 2 Zealots, though. I'm not really sure if this is going to be much of a threat, but it's coming anyway.
Yeah. And again, I could hear the lurkers digging from the other side of the map. Seems legit. And Hive going to be going down now for our Zerg player. Storm's going to slowly start going off, it seems now, for Arthur.
Ooh, Arthur coming back in here, gonna snipe off the obs immediately, and he has a decent force, but there's so many lurkers. Like I don't know.
Looks like DieStar
really
gonna be
at
getting...
any time. Oh, you were saying?
Yeah. Oh, and the Zealots did get caught now by DieStar. That did kind of get dropped in the main base, and Arthur was looking to reclaim this mineral only, but the 3 lurkers are right here.
Yeah, lurkers are on the low ground, though, so they will miss 50% of the time.
Yeah. And I hear Zerglings attacking
Yeah,
something.
I don't know. Oh, it is.
Oh, it's the debris, but there's no animation on it.
You know what's funny? They're not even moving.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Beta is beta.
High Templar coming back in here to storm. Hydra's coming back. Ooh. There's so many lurkers so spread out, though. Gonna be tough to break through. This reminds me of Sniper's Ridge, my god.
No,
Goons are pretty good against lurkers. He's gonna try to break out of this. But again,
now all the Zerglings and Hydras are coming.
Gonna have to use a lot of storms.
I don't know, the Goons don't have a lot of shields on them, and now the Storms are a finite number for each battle, and so many Lurkers are on the field here for DieStar.
And I don't think I see an obs right now either. And he's burning off so many storms for just killing off 1 lurker. 4 storms for a single lurker that didn't even kill off. He's gonna be advancing into the natural right now. This is done. GG from Arthur. Epic game number 2. Mill.DieStar will take game number 2.